Equation of line given 2 points. Question 1. So this is the first question on this series, and let me explain you how we are going to write the equation of a line with given 2 points also. Now the question here is, find equation of line through the points A and B, where A is -1, -3 and B is 2, 1. So these are the ordered pairs, the two ordered pairs, where x and y values are given, right? So let's try to first visualize what the situation is, correct? So I'll draw a sketch here to show you our line. Now, when we say point A is -1, -3, we really mean that -1 is along x-axis and -3 is along the y-axis. So that is our x component, and that is -3 is the y component of the ordered pair. We call it x coordinate and that is y coordinate. So -1. So let's go 1 unit here. So that becomes -1. -3 means 3 units down. So 1, 2, and 3. So that is 3 units down for us. So this point is at -3, okay? And this is at -1. And therefore this point is A, which is -1, -3. Correct? Now similarly, let's locate point B. Point B is 2 units on x-axis and 1 towards the y, right? So we'll go 2 units from 0, that's our origin, 1 and 1, 2. So that is 2 units along x-axis and 1 unit up. 1 unit up could be here, correct? So that's 1. So that becomes the point B for us, right? So we'll write this point B as B equals to 2, 1. Now we can join these 2 points. So if you join them, you get a line, right? So let me join these points and extend the line. And let's mark them clearly. So these are our 2 points. So we are supposed to find equation of this line which passed through point A, which is -1, -3, and point B, which is 2, 1. Now there are different ways of writing equation of a line. In this set of series, we will concentrate more on one particular very popular form, which is called slope-intercept form, and it is written as y equals to mx plus b, where m is the slope. M is the slope of a line, so it's rising, correct? M is the slope of the line and B is y-intercept. Y-intercept means where does the line crosses y-axis, that point. That is y-intercept, okay? So in a coordinate plane, this is x-axis and that is y-axis, and this is our origin O, okay? Now to find slope, slope is really rise over run. Rise means how many units do we go up if we have to reach from A to B, right? So we can see from here that we are -3 units down. So to reach the x-axis, we go 3 units up here and then 1 there, right? So we actually go 4 units up, correct? So that becomes the rise. So 4 units up is what we go, right? So let me write this as 4 up. So 4 units. Now let's do slope on this side, right? So we are trying to find what slope is, and let's say slope is m equals to rise over run. And rise we find we are going -3, so 3 units here and 1 unit up. So we get 4 units up, right? So up we are going 4. Up means positive, okay? So +4. And run is horizontally how many units? So minus 1, we are already 1 unit, so we go 1 unit and then 2. So 1, 2, 3 and reach there. 3 is our run, and therefore slope becomes 4 over 3. So that is, we can see from the graph, but we can definitely say that the slope is positive since the line is rising. And what is the y-intercept? Very difficult to give from my rough sketch. So we need to find both these things algebraically. Now let me show you how to really find the equation of a line and get our answer. You don't really have to draw all this. I did all this just to explain you the concept. Okay, so let us keep it on the side for the time being. Okay, and let's get started with the real thing. Okay, the real thing is that we want equation of a line in the form of slope and intercept. So it is y equals to mx plus b. Now here we need to find two things. One is the slope and second is y-intercept. Always we have to find slope first. So that is m. So m, slope, is equals to rise over run. As you saw, rise is change in y value, right? So we say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, when I write y2 and y1, I'm writing this as a subscript so that I know this y value is associated with my second point, right? So whenever we have points A to B, I'll consider the first point which comes first in the question as the first point, and the later point I'll call that to be the second point. Okay, so then there is no confusion, right? So in that case, what is x1, y1 for us? So that is your second point, x1, y1. x1, y1 is point A, so this is this is my x1 and that is my y1, okay? And similarly, what is my x2, y2? This is my x2 and that is my y2, okay? So these are the points which we are going to use. Now here we are. y2 minus y1, that means difference in y values. That means 1 minus minus 3. So it is 1 minus, and this is minus 3. So let's write it in brackets. Divided by x2 minus x1. 2 minus minus 1. So 2 minus minus 1. That is what we have. Now 1 minus minus becomes plus. So 1 plus 3 is 4. And 2 minus minus becomes plus. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we get a slope of 4 over 3, which we kind of expected. Now we know slope. Once we know slope, then we can always put the value here and get back to our equation. So that's the second part now. We are trying to find y-intercept. So we rewrite our equation. We write this as y equals to 4 over 3, the slope, x plus b. Still, we need to find what b is, the y-intercept. To find b, we can use any one of our points, right? We could use point b to 1 or a minus 1 minus 3. Let's use b since 2 and 1 seems to be easier values to work with. So x is 2, y is 1. So we replace y with 1 and x with 2. So we get 4 over 3 times 2 plus b, which is, now to find b, we need to get it on the left side. Let's isolate b. So we have here 1 minus 8 over 3 equals to b. So it could be written as 3 over 3 minus 8 over 3 equals to b. So what is 3 minus 8? 3 minus 8 minus 5. So we get minus 5 over 3 for b, correct? So we have now the value of b also with us, correct? So once we know slope and b, we can write down the equation of our line. So let's write down what do we know now. So we know that the slope m is 4 over 3 and the y-intercept b is minus 5 over 3, correct? Let me write it, make it very clear. This is what we found out. So we found a slope first and then the y-intercept. Once we know this, then we can always write the equation y equals to mx plus b. So we wanted to write equation in the form of y equals to mx plus b. So here y is equals to slope 4 over 3 x plus b. B is minus 5 over 3. Minus 5 over 3. So that becomes our equation of the line, correct? As you can see, a line will have many points, right? So you can put different values of x and get different values of y. And that's how you get all the points on the line, correct? So that equation represents a line through the given points, okay? Have a good look at it, and I hope you understand the process. There are a couple of examples to follow where we are going to repeat this so that you can appreciate how to find equation of a line given to points. Now I will suggest go through this video once again, try to get the steps, and next problem do it yourself and then watch the video. Okay, so basically what we did here was, given 2 points, we've tried to find the slope first, which is change in y over change in x. Once we found the slope, then we found the y-intercept b by using one of the given points, and then we isolated b. Once we got m and b, we plugged their values into the equation y equals to mx plus b and got our equation for the line. Okay, thank you.